Good morning, everyone. I am the cuckoo here because you will not learn from me too much, but I hope, because I don't have tips for you for funding, but I hope I can present you an interesting case which could be a model for combined economic development and innovation and all these stuff. So I am the director of the University of Szeged, which is a university in South Hungary. I used to say that I am one of the few people from Hungary who are not from Budapest, and there is a few of us who try to demonstrate that at least primitive form of civilization could exist outside of Budapest. In any case, we are one of the best universities. We are one out of the two that are really competitively ranked in the international rankings. And there is one thing which I'm really very proud of. We are the 19th in the World Green Universities ranking, which is way the best not only in Hungary but in the whole region. So we really want to be also sustainable. We are a fairly big university according to Hungarian standards. We have close to 30,000 students. Our annual budget is approximately 230 million euros. We have a large clinic system, which actually means that we combine the problems of higher education and healthcare in one unit. But in any case, we are really a very important enterprise in the region, one of the largest. And that means, regardless we like it or not, we are responsible for the economic development as well. Actually, the university, I'm sorry, I thought you will go ahead with the. I try to see what is there. So here are the stormy history of the university, and actually we are very proud of having Albert Szent-Györgyi, who is the only Hungarian Nobel laureate who got his prize for works done in Hungary, because the other ones primarily done their job already abroad. Actually, he was a rector of the university, and he got the Nobel Prize for inventing the vitamin C in 1937. So these were the figures I quickly presented. Okay. So you see we have 12 faculties that you see, and so we are also, there was a research-related title introduced in 2010 that we earned, and also the next title, which was University of National Excellence. There is only 3 universities in the country, and one of these 3 is us. So we have a fairly broad research profile, if you would go ahead. And actually, you see, could you go back, please? Actually, you see, there is a special strength in life sciences, and this is because not because of 2 reasons. The university has medical school, faculty of natural sciences, faculty of pharmacy, which actually means that we have to be strong in life sciences. But in addition, in the city we have the largest academic research institute of the Academy of Sciences, which is the Szeged Biological Center. So we have a strategic alliance with the Szeged Biological Center of the Academy of Sciences, and that strengthens us in life sciences. We have some other strengths. I will shortly speak about laser physics, because you will understand why. And we have, of course, a strong software engineering department, and so we have normally all the topics that a current university normally has. And then, so let's go ahead, because there's another very important initiative in Europe, and this is the extreme light infrastructure. This is a laser research infrastructure, the importance of which perhaps could be best demonstrated by this cover page. This was the Physics Today in June 2010. This was right after the decision has been made that this extreme light infrastructure will be built on 3 pillars in Prague, in Bucharest, and in Szeged. And this is one of the most read journals in physics. And the interesting story is that, so the title was this mega laser to pass in several new EU countries, but this was the issue that was commemorating the invention of lasers. This was 50 years after the invention of the lasers. As you may see, the editor thought that perhaps since the invention of the laser, this would be the next very important step that will actually bring us new results. And you see that on the cover, page 2, physicists Dirac and Einstein are shown. So the physics community consider this as a very important development. And you see, yes, good. See, this will be a European, pan-European infrastructure built on 3 pillars, as I mentioned, and the total amount of the investment is approximately 800 million euros. And this is primarily based on cohesion money. And this is something which is new, because to the best of my knowledge, a scientific enterprise on the scale of this one has never been done on cohesion money. So now let's go one step closer to the investment in Szeged. This will be, so the 3 pillars will be synchronously working. They will not be, they will be parallel in a certain way, but they have all their scientific and research mission. The research mission of the Szeged pillar is the attosecond light source. I don't want to make you tired to explain what attosecond physics can do, but I think it's enough to say that this will open up a new level of research, because it will enable us to kind of making flash photographs of flying electrons. Electrons are that fast, so if you can make a flash photograph of a flying electron, it's something very new. And it will, of course, it's not a big tool to play with for laser physicists. It will actually be very important in application. So if I'm asked what we expect from this ELI, I always say, well, I don't know, because it will not be in laser physics. It will be in biology or material science or some other field. So now, this is of course nice, and it has started. You see already the contours of the building emerging, especially this black box there, which is the laser bay. It is a very nice piece of engineering. It is an extreme building for extreme lasers. It is a very special vibration-free structure, which was really a challenge, but it is already close to be completed. Early next year, the first laser have to arrive there. So there is no doubt that this will be completed. So, and if we go ahead and we want to see what economic benefit this whole investment could bring to the region, then of course the ELI alone will have no large economic impact. There will be a few hundred scientists, but this is not a very large scale economic impact. But we believe, on the other hand, that if we combine the laser there, which is actually built on the premises of the university, we offered the land for the investment, and around it we want to develop a science park, and the two combined will hopefully bring the economic development that we expect from long-term investment of cohesion money. This is quite an enterprise. You see here the artistic rendition. In the middle there is the ELI with this pond and around the parking place, and all around we have a 90 hectares lot which we want to turn into a science park, and we do hope that this will really make a difference. Just a snapshot what we want to do there. So we have just started negotiating the whole project. The first enterprise will be an incubator house with a floor space exceeding 6,000 square meters. This is well underway. We have already finished the business case. There is a bank in Hungary, development bank, which is ready to finance the story. Then the second phase, we would like to have a much larger development project, hand in hand with the city of Szeged. The city of Szeged has already started, or actually accepted in the meantime, the zoning plan, and it is the infrastructural development is already also put in the city's next 5-year budget. So there will be very substantial infrastructural development for the place, and so we are in that case as well strategic partners with the city of Szeged. And the third phase, we applied for a special status. There is in Hungary we have a special status, the economic growth zone, and actually there's a twin city or a city close to Szeged called Hódmezővásárhely, and the two cities together with us and ELI applied for becoming the special economic growth zone, which is a special status for to access support money. So we do hope that the whole project will have a very substantial future development, and this is the project that may really make a difference for people living in and around Szeged, and this really will result in a very substantial, modern and sustainable economic development, in addition to all the nice scientific and other consequences. And I think thereby I thank you for your attention.